Hello, my friend. Today, I will tell you one story. One story that can inspire your whole life. I know, maybe you are tired. Maybe you have many problems. Maybe you sometimes think, why should I try again? Why should I keep going? But please, listen to me now. This story is not just for me. This story is for you. This story is for your heart. This story is for your dream. And yes, this story is also for your English. Because today, when you listen to this story, you will practice English. You will hear easy words. You will hear clear sentences. You will hear small pieces of language that you can use in your life. This is not only listening. This is not only learning. This is growing. Growing in English. Growing in spirit. So, my dear friend, stay with me. Open your ears. Open your heart. Open your dream. Let my words touch you. Let my words help you. Maybe today you feel weak. Maybe today you feel small. But by the end of this story, you will feel something different. You will feel strong. You will feel alive. Are you ready? Then, let us begin. This story is simple. Very, very simple. But do not think that simple means small. No, my friend. A small seed looks small. But when you plant it, when you water it, when you give it time, it grows into a tall tree. A tree that gives fruit. A tree that gives shade. A tree that gives life. This story is like that seed. It is small. It is simple. But inside it, there is power. Inside it, there is wisdom. Inside it, there is hope. When you listen, you plant this seed in your heart. When you repeat the words, you water it. When you remember it, you give it time. And slowly, slowly, it grows. It grows into something strong inside you. So today, do not just hear the story with your ears. Feel the story with your heart. Do not say, it is too easy. No. Easy words can carry heavy meaning. Short sentences can carry deep truth. This is the beauty of simple things. A dream that is bright. But also a dream that sometimes feels far away. But also a dream that sometimes feels far away. Amir was shy. Very shy. When people spoke to him, he looked down. He could not look into their eyes. When people laughed, he thought they were laughing at him. When people asked him a question, his voice was small. His words were broken. His heart was afraid. Inside Amir, there was fear. Fear of people. Fear of life. Fear of failing. This fear was heavy. It stopped him. It made him feel small. But inside Amir, there was also fire. A small fire. A fire that whispered, you can do more. You can be more. You can grow. This fire was his dream. Every night, he listened to the fire. Amir, you are not only poor. You are not only weak. You are not only shy. You are something more. You have a dream. And your dream is powerful. Maybe you also feel this. Maybe you are shy. Maybe you are afraid. But inside you, there is also a fire. A fire that says, you can. You will. You must. That fire is your dream. Amir wanted to study. He wanted to learn words. He wanted to read books. He wanted to speak with confidence. But he had no teacher. He had no money. He had no big chance. He only had himself. And sometimes, that felt very small. But still, he dreamed. Still, he tried. He found old paper. He found broken pencils. He wrote small letters. He whispered new words. He spoke to the wind. He practiced with the moon. It was not much. But it was something. At night, he whispered, "One day, I will be strong. One day, I will grow. One day, I will shine." His heart believed. His mind doubted. His life was hard. But his dream was alive. And maybe you also whisper like this. You also say, "One day, I will speak English. One day, I will understand people. One day, I will shine." Hold that whisper. Do not let it go. Because it is the beginning of your mountain climb. Teachers to guide them. Amir had little. And sometimes, his heart cried. Why not me? Why can I not have this? Why is my life so small? But deep inside, his dream stayed. Even when life was heavy. Even when people laughed. Even when hope felt far. Amir's dream was like a small candle in the dark. The wind came. The rain came. But the candle still burned. Do you know this feeling? When the world is against you. When you have little. But still, your dream stays. That is strength. That is hope. That is the power of never letting go. But dreams are not easy. Dreams are heavy. Dreams need work. When Amir tried to study, people laughed. Why study, they said. You are poor. You are weak. You are nothing. You cannot change. Their words cut his heart like knives. He wanted to believe in himself. But their voices were loud. Very loud. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. Again and again. Like a drum in his ears. Do you know this feeling? When people doubt you. When people laugh at you. When people tell you, you cannot. It hurts. It burns. It makes you want to stop. Amir felt that pain. Every day. But still, somewhere deep, he whispered, "Maybe I can." That whisper saved him. Amir tried to read. But the letters danced in his eyes. Amir tried to speak. But his voice broke. Amir tried to walk tall. But his legs felt weak. Every day, he tried. Every day, he failed. And failure is heavy. Failure is dark. Failure whispers, "Stop. Stop now. Give up." And sometimes, Amir listened. Sometimes, he thought, maybe I should stop. Maybe they are right. Maybe I am nothing. His chest hurt. His eyes filled with tears. His dream felt far away. But in his heart, the fire was still small. Still burning. Weak, but alive. And that fire kept him from quitting completely. One day, Amir stood in front of many boys. They laughed. They pointed. They shouted, "Amir is nothing. Amir cannot speak. Amir cannot learn. Amir is a fool." His face was red. His eyes were wet. His body wanted to run. His heart wanted to hide. But he stayed. He stood. His heart cried inside, "Why? Why me? Why do they hate me? Why can I not be like them? Why can I not be strong?" His tears were hot. His pain was deep. That night, he sat alone. The moon was his only friend. He said, "Maybe they are right. Maybe I should stop. Maybe my dream is a lie. Maybe I will always be nothing." His hands shook. His dream was almost gone. His fire was almost out. Maybe you also felt this. The moment when your dream almost dies. But my friend, remember, the story does not end here. That night, Amir sat alone under the sky. The moon was big, round, and bright. But even with the moonlight, Amir's world felt dark. He hugged his knees close to his chest. He looked at the ground. He whispered to himself, maybe they are right. Maybe I really am nothing. Maybe I really cannot learn. Maybe I should stop. His voice was weak, almost like the wind. The night was quiet. Only his breathing, only his pain. Amir felt so small. He thought, why should I try? Everyone laughs at me. Everyone tells me I cannot. Maybe I should just accept this life. Maybe I should stop dreaming. Maybe I should just be poor, shy, and weak forever. These thoughts hurt more than the laughter of others. These thoughts were his own enemy. His hands shook. His chest was heavy. His dream was leaving. He felt it. He felt the small fire inside him almost die. Like a candle in the storm, his dream almost went out. But not completely. A very tiny light was still there. Very small. Very weak. But not gone. Maybe you know this moment too. The moment when your dream almost dies. The moment when you feel too tired, too weak, too hopeless. The moment when you think, I cannot continue. But my friend, listen, if even one small light is still inside you, your story is not over. Amir's story was not over. His dream was waiting. Something was coming. Sometimes life feels like this. Heavy. Dark. Cold. It tells you, you cannot. You will not. You should not. And maybe, after hearing this so many times, you start to believe it. You think the world is too strong and you are too weak. You think your mountain is too high and your steps are too small. That was Amir's feeling. He wanted to climb, but the mountain of life was too big. He wanted to shine, but the darkness was too heavy. He wanted to speak, but the words were too broken. The more he tried, the more he failed. The more he failed, the more people laughed. The more people laughed, the more his heart broke. It was a circle. A painful, endless circle. And yet, something strange about life is this: sometimes, when you are at your lowest point, when you almost give up, when your dream is almost dead, that is the exact moment when something new comes. Something small, something unexpected, something that can change everything. That night, Amir almost gave up. But the next morning, life gave him a small gift. It was not money. It was not power. It was not magic. It was just a few words from someone kind. But sometimes, a few words are enough to save a dream. Sometimes, one sentence can change a whole life. The next morning, Amir was walking slowly near the school. His eyes were still sad. His steps were heavy. His heart was tired. At that moment, his old teacher saw him. The teacher was kind. The teacher stopped and looked at him carefully. Amir, the teacher said softly, why are your eyes so sad? Amir looked down. He whispered, because I cannot. I cannot learn. I cannot grow. Everyone laughs at me. Everyone says I am nothing. His voice broke. His body shook. The pain was still fresh. The teacher listened. The teacher waited. Then the teacher spoke one sentence. One simple, powerful sentence. Amir, remember this, small steps can climb big mountains. Amir lifted his head. Small steps can climb big mountains, he repeated slowly. The teacher nodded. Yes. Small steps. One by one. Every day. Do not stop. Do not give up. If you keep walking, if you keep trying, one day you will reach the top. One day you will grow. One day you will shine. These words entered Amir's heart. They were like water for his dry spirit. They were like fire for his cold heart. The teacher's words were simple, but they carried power. They stayed inside Amir. They gave him new hope. Maybe you also need to hear this today. Maybe you also feel weak, lost, or tired. So listen again, small steps can climb big mountains. This is not only Amir's lesson. This is also your lesson. Amir looked at the teacher again. The words echoed in his mind, small steps can climb big mountains. He repeated them slowly, like tasting a new food. Small steps can climb big mountains. The teacher nodded with a gentle smile. Yes, Amir. One small step every day. It may look small today, but in the future, it will bring you far. Do not worry about the mountain. Focus only on the step. Do not worry about people. Focus only on your path. Amir's heart beat faster. Could it be true? Could a poor boy with no books, no money, no help, really climb a big mountain? The teacher's eyes were kind, and Amir wanted to believe. Small steps, he whispered again. The teacher touched Amir's shoulder and said, remember, even the tallest mountain can be climbed. But only if you take the first step. And then the next. And then the next. Do not stop. That night, Amir lay in bed, his eyes open. The sentence was still inside him, stronger than fear, louder than doubt. Small steps can climb big mountains. He repeated it like a song. He repeated it like a prayer. He repeated it until sleep came. And when he closed his eyes, for the first time in many nights, he dreamed of light, not darkness. The next evening, Amir sat alone under the moon again. But this time, he was not crying. He remembered the teacher's words. He whispered them to himself, small steps, small steps, small steps. His voice was soft at first, then stronger, then clear. Each time he said it, he felt more alive. He thought about his dream. He thought about the mountain. He thought about how far it looked, how high it was. But now, instead of fear, he felt something new. He felt courage. He said to himself, I will not give up. I will try again. I will climb. Step by step. Day by day. He closed his eyes and spoke again, I will not listen to the people who laugh. I will not listen to the voice that says, stop. I will listen to the teacher. I will listen to myself. I will take small steps. I will climb my mountain. His fire, which almost died, began to burn again. His dream, which almost left, came back stronger. That night, Amir made a promise to himself, I will not stop. I will not quit. I will walk every day. I will climb every day. And one day, I will reach the top. The next morning, Amir woke up early. The sun was soft. The air was fresh. And in his heart, something new was alive. He was ready. Ready to start. Ready to take his first step. He sat at the small table. He had one broken pencil. He had one piece of paper. That was all. But he did not complain. He said, this is my step today. He wrote one word. Only one word. He wrote it again. He whispered it. He spoke it louder. He repeated it 10 times. This is my step. The next day, he learned another word. He wrote it. He spoke it. He remembered it. This is my step. The day after that, he learned a third word. This is my step. Every day, he took one small action. Not big. Not many. Just one. But he did it every day. He remembered the teacher's words. He remembered his promise. Small steps can climb big mountains. And now, he was living it. The mountain was still big. But he was no longer afraid. He was climbing. Slowly, yes. But climbing. At first, it was not easy. His hands shook when he wrote. His mouth was dry when he spoke. His memory was weak. Many times, he forgot the word. Many times, he made mistakes. Many times, he wanted to say, "It is too hard." But he did not stop. He whispered to himself again and again, "Small steps can climb big mountains." That one sentence gave him power. That one sentence was like his friend. And every day, he took his step. 1 week passed. He had 10 new words. 2 weeks passed. He had 20 new words. 1 month passed. He could read a few sentences. Slowly. Carefully. But he could read. And this gave him hope. He saw change. Small, but real. People noticed. They said, "Amir is different. Amir is trying. Amir is learning." Some people laughed less. Some people even helped him. The world did not change fast, but Amir was changing inside. His steps were small, but his heart was big. The journey continued. Some days were good. Amir remembered words quickly. He spoke with a stronger voice. He smiled at himself. But some days were bad. He forgot. He felt slow. He felt weak. He felt tired. But even on those bad days, he still took one step. That was the secret. Not perfection. Not speed. Just one step every day. He said, "Even if I am tired, I will take one step. Even if I am sad, I will take one step. Even if people laugh, I will take one step." Because small steps can climb big mountains. 3 months passed. Amir now had many words. He could read small stories. He could write short sentences. He could speak slowly with people. His voice was still soft, but it was clear. His body still shook sometimes, but he stood taller. And inside, his fire was stronger than ever. He smiled when he remembered the teacher's words. "It is true," he said to himself. "It is true. Small steps work. I am climbing. I am growing." 6 months passed. A year passed. Amir was no longer the same boy. He was stronger. His words were many. His steps were steady. He did not cry at night anymore. He worked in the day. He studied at night. He practiced every chance he had. At first, people doubted. Then, they became quiet. Then, they began to respect. They saw his steps. They saw his growth. They saw his fire. They said, "This is not the same Amir. This Amir is different. This Amir is strong." Amir himself was surprised. He thought, "How did I come this far? 1 year ago, I was broken. I was weak. I was small. But today, I am standing taller. Today, I am shining brighter." And it was not magic. It was not luck. It was steps. Small steps. Every day. He smiled. He lifted his head. He felt proud. He felt alive. The mountain was still there, but he was already halfway. And he knew, if he continued, one day he would reach the top. Now Amir understood a big truth. Step by step. Day by day. Small actions make big changes. This was the secret of his growth. This was the secret of life. He looked back at his old days. He remembered when he cried under the moon. He remembered when people laughed at him. He remembered when he almost gave up. And then he looked at himself now. Stronger. Smiling. Growing. And he said, "Thank you, teacher. Thank you, dream. Thank you, small steps." And my friend, this truth is also for you. Your English is like Amir's mountain. At first, it feels hard. At first, you make mistakes. At first, you feel small. But do not stop. Do not give up. Take one step today. Learn one word. Tomorrow, take another step. Learn one sentence. The next day, another. Step by step. Word by word. Day by day. You will climb. You will grow. You will shine. This is Amir's story. And this can also be your story. Years passed. Amir kept going. Every day, step by step, word by word, action by action, he grew stronger. He studied when others slept. He practiced when others played. He worked hard when others laughed. At first, nobody noticed. But slowly, the world began to see the change. Amir, the boy who was once shy, now spoke with a clear voice. Amir, the boy who once looked down, now stood tall. Amir, the boy who once cried in the dark, now shined in the light. His dream was not far anymore. His dream was now close. People who once laughed at him now came to him. They asked questions. They wanted advice. They said, Amir, how did you change? How did you grow? How did you become so strong? Amir smiled. He remembered the nights of pain. He remembered the teacher's words. And he answered, small steps. Every day. That is all. Now Amir's life was different. He had respect. He had knowledge. He had confidence. But more than that, he had something greater, he had belief in himself. The boy who once said, maybe I am nothing, now said, I am something. I am strong. I can do it. The same people who laughed at him now looked with wide eyes. They said, is this the same boy? The shy one? The weak one? The one we thought would never change? Look at him now. He is confident. He is respected. He is powerful. Their voices, once full of doubt, were now full of surprise. Amir did not hate them. He did not laugh back. He only smiled and said, I learned something important. Do not laugh at people when they are small. Because small steps can make them big. Do not doubt people when they are weak. Because small steps can make them strong. One day, a young boy came to Amir. His eyes were wet. His hands were shaking. His voice was small. Amir, he said, people laugh at me. They say I cannot. They say I am nothing. They say I will never grow. What should I do? Amir looked at the boy and saw himself. He saw the same pain, the same fear, the same doubt. He smiled gently. He touched the boy's shoulder and said, do not listen to them. Listen to me. Listen to yourself. Remember this, small steps can climb big mountains. The boy's eyes grew wide. Small steps, he asked. Amir nodded. Yes. Small steps. One today. One tomorrow. One the next day. Keep going. Do not stop. Do not give up. Your mountain looks big now, but you will climb it. I promise. The boy smiled through his tears. And in that moment, Amir knew, his story was not only for himself. His story was for others. Amir began to tell his story to many people. In the market. In the village. In schools. He said, I was poor. I was shy. I was weak. People laughed at me. People doubted me. But I did not give up. I took small steps. Every day. And today, I am strong. Today, I am respected. Today, I am alive. People listened. People believed. Because his story was real. His pain was real. His growth was real. They looked at him and thought, if Amir can do it, maybe I can too. Amir ended every story with the same line. This one story changed my life. And maybe, it can change yours too. His voice was calm, but his words were powerful. And little by little, his story planted new seeds in the hearts of many. So, my friend, what can we learn from Amir's life? The lesson is clear. The lesson is simple. The lesson is strong: never give up. Never. Even when people laugh. Even when life is heavy. Even when failure whispers, stop. Do not stop. Remember, small steps matter. A small action today is not small tomorrow. A small word learned today is not small tomorrow. A small effort today becomes a big result in the future. And remember, believe in yourself. Others may doubt you. Others may laugh at you. Others may not understand you. But if you believe, you will continue. And if you continue, you will grow. And if you grow, one day, you will shine. Ask yourself now, what is your mountain? Is it English? Is it work? Is it confidence? Is it life itself? What dream lives in your heart? What fear holds you back? Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for perfect. Perfect never comes. Tomorrow is not promised. The only time you have is now. The only step you can take is today. So take one step. Learn one word. Speak one sentence. Write one line. Smile one smile. Do one action. Do not worry about the whole mountain. Do not worry about the whole journey. Just focus on your step today. Tomorrow, another. Then another. Then another. Step by step, you will climb. 27. The Life Lesson, 400 words. And when you feel weak, remember Amir. Remember the nights he cried. Remember the people who laughed. Remember the pain, the doubt, the fear. But also remember the fire. Remember the teacher's words. Remember the steps. If Amir can, you can. If Amir did, you will. Your story is waiting. Your dream is calling. Your mountain is ready. Do not stay down. Do not say, I cannot. Say, I will try. I will take one step. I will climb. Close your eyes now. Imagine your dream. Imagine the mountain. Imagine yourself at the top. Strong. Confident. Smiling. You can reach there. But only one way, step by step. Day by day. Never stop. Now let us connect Amir's story to English. Learning English is like climbing a mountain. At first, the mountain looks very big. At first, the path looks very hard. At first, you feel small. You feel weak. You make mistakes. You forget words. You feel shy when you speak. People may not understand you. Some may even laugh. But remember Amir. Remember the teacher's words, small steps can climb big mountains. Learn one word today. Practice one sentence tomorrow. Listen to one story next week. Step by step, you will grow. Do not look at the whole mountain. Look only at your step. Your English does not need to be perfect today. It only needs to be better than yesterday. That is enough. That is growth. That is power. Think about Amir again. In 1 year, he was not the same. Why? Because he kept going. Because he did not stop. Because he took steps every day. You can do the same with English. Today, learn 10 words. Tomorrow, review them. The next day, speak them. Next week, use them in writing. Next month, listen to them in stories. Slowly, your English will become stronger. Slowly, your voice will become clearer. Slowly, your heart will become more confident. Others will notice. They will say, this person is different. This person is growing. This person is shining. And you will know the truth. It is not magic. It is not luck. It is small steps. So, my dear friend, keep going. Do not stop. Do not give up. Keep listening. Keep repeating. Keep practicing. Keep shining. Your English story is also your life story. When you grow in English, you grow in confidence. When you grow in confidence, you grow in life. Remember Amir. Remember his fire. Remember his steps. Remember his mountain. And remember this truth, your story can also inspire the world. One word today. One sentence tomorrow. One paragraph next week. One story next month. And one day, you will stand on your own mountain. You will say, I did it. Step by step. Word by word. Day by day. I climbed. I grew. I shined. So keep going, my friend. Your mountain is waiting. Your story is beginning. Your dream is alive. Step by step. Day by day. Never stop.